Nika Hancock is out, so they're going to be looking at Jordan Thompson on your screen.
Yeah, even more short than normal. And Jordan Thompson, a gold medalist for USA Volleyball, one of the best opposites in the world. She can take tough swings in any moment and get her team out of some tough rallies, but really what sets her apart is her all-around game. She's great defensively, she's really tough from the service line, and just someone that's adding value constantly to Houston.
And here's Atlanta's starting lineup. Outside hitter Eva Hudson will be out, so they'll be looking for this right side Tessa Grubbs.
That's right, Tessa Grubbs is an emerging star on the opposite as well. What's so unique about her is really her arm swing. She has an incredible range. I compared her to a lefty pitcher in baseball a few weeks ago because it's just, you don't see it that often. It's really tough to defend. And not only that, but what sets her apart even more is her mindset. She is all gas, no brakes, no matter where they are in the match, how many mistakes she's made, she's gonna send it, and her team really feeds off that energy.
And here is the scouting report presented by Chase.
That's right, so for Houston, they are, again, just looking to continue playing clean volleyball, good rallies, finding their rhythm, and more production from the outsides, Jess Merzik and Maddie Rochelle. And for Atlanta, they run a fast offense, so if they can pass well, they can run it, stay consistent, spread the love around, and really, they want to let Grubbs grub. You got to feed the beast. She's one of the top hitters in the league. She's going to carry this team tonight and through the season.
Let Grubbs grub. You heard it here. You will hear Tessa's Grubbs name most of the night. Jess Merzik on your screen won the national championship at Penn State last season. Mackenzie Adams, the fan favorite, but at UTSA, Maddie Rochelle, just stacked with stars with these two teams. Again, Houston versus Atlanta, both of these teams are looking for their second win of the season. Both of these teams are ranked at the top last year in the regular season. That shows you how much parity is in League One volleyball. First serve coming up, Rachel Fairbanks, setter for Atlanta. Merzik right into the block. Perfect way for Atlanta to start out.
Tessa Grubbs doing it on defense, number 17 for Atlanta. Again, known for her offensive status, but a great all-around player as well.
Fairbanks, second serve, deep float. Merzik with a second chance. Tipped over into the hands. Thompson. Back to Grubbs, straight through that block.
Grubbs starting early. One of the things Coach Paulo Coco for Atlanta talked about was, hey, Tessa Grubbs is an emerging star, and not only is she holding the weight, getting kills, but it's a lot of space you got to take up as a leader without some go-tos like Kelsey Robinson-Cook out. We're seeing a lot of young athletes emerge as leaders this season for Atlanta.
Jordan Thompson putting an end to that early Atlanta run, that player to watch for Houston.
Houston coach Sonia Tomasevic, she's new this season. She and I were teammates at Washington, 2005 NCAA champion. We were co-captains. She was on the Serbian national team and has an incredible story. She's been coaching for a long time all over the world, most recently at Vakifbank in Turkey for the last 2 seasons with some of the best athletes in the world, and it's fun to see how well the athletes have responded to having her as a head coach.
Merzik, deep float. Coming in through the middle. Big kill by Magda.
Of course, on the other side, Paulo Coco from Brazil, one of the best trainers, best coaches, most well-liked coach in the world, 2-time gold medalist for the Brazilian national team. Unfortunately, he beat my USA team in London 2012, but we still love him.
Courtney forgets nothing. I wouldn't either. But you're still a 2-time Olympic medalist over here. Big kill by Rochelle going off the block. So hitting into the hands of Atlanta, but then they hit the ball out, giving her team the point. Foley at the service line, 6-1 middle blocker. Grubbs again. Point after point for Tessa on the right side.
A lot of credit there to Rachel Fairbanks, number 10 for Atlanta, the setter. What sets her apart, what makes a great setter the best is their location. Can they locate? And if a hitter is hitting line, it's a good sign that the set allowed them to do so.
Shoot coming in right into the block, recycled by GD. Out of system, Thompson.
Great shot by Jordan Thompson. One of the things Paulo Coco for Atlanta, the head coach, also talked about was, hey, we just got to be more consistent. After the inevitable ebbs and flow of these volleyball games, a good play, a bad play, how do we respond? Can we continue to just play our volleyball in these moments?
IGD late to close that block. Tessa Grubbs seeing that and going through the hands.
You're going to see Atlanta all night play with speed. So if an offense is playing fast, you'll see here, even on a medium pass, Rachel Fairbanks does a great job of keeping the speed. It's just so tough to catch up to as a defender.
Ooh, off the net, like you would say, just like she wrote it up.
Just like she wrote it. Check out this serve from Tessa Grubbs, 17 for Atlanta. It's like kind of a hybrid, so it's a jump flow, but she's got a little funk on that thing. So not only is it like a knuckleball, but it also has a little bit of topspin every once in a while. Known for how unique that is.
Serve received by Lauren Briseño, rookie coming in from Baylor. Big moment for her, absorbing Tessa Grubbs' serve and getting her team out of rotation.
Right, great pass, which allows her offense to do its thing. Coach Tomasevich for Houston talked about Briseño and her rate of learning. The speed of the game coming from college is quite a bit different, but she's starting to figure it out.
What a shot from Adams. It looks like she's throwing the ball, dropping her pinky. Crazy, crazy hit.
Yeah, one of the advantages to running fast is that there's more court. You don't have to hit as hard. Sometimes you can just chop it up, and Mackenzie Adams is one of the best at that.
Top spin by Adams. Back row attack from Thompson. That's good.
Great set by number 8, Kaisa Alonco to Jordan Thompson, and that's what she does. She can get it done from the front row, from the back row. And again, when Houston is in rhythm and at their best, they are so tough to stop.
Why are they so tough?
They just have weapons in every position, really, and they run fast and they're physical in every position. They don't have a weakness offensively or defensively.
Tough Houston team. Picking up this one. Outside of Merzik, rolling over, but Adams makes that dig look easy. Again, Tessa Grubbs. No wonder she was your player to watch, Courtney.
Getting it done from everywhere. She's one of those athletes, too, that in the scouting report, we know, even Sonia Tomasevich, head coach for Houston, said, hey, we got to be able to stop or slow down Tessa Grubbs. Even when you know it's going there, her arm swing is so difficult to read.
Tia Jimerson up to serve. Picking on Jess Merzik a lot in serve receive right now, but she's handling it so far.
She is, and that's a key for Houston. Can they continue to stay in system, which means it's a good enough pass for the setter to set anywhere. Sonia coaching them up tonight. Talked about how they recommitted to training, to their focus. Want to see them be gritty tonight.
Great dig by Briseño. Out to Merzik. Too strong. Sonia's looking for the touch, though. Is she going to pull the challenge?
Sonia Tomasevich, I think she might be the highest percentage on winning challenges so far. I don't know this stat yet, but she seems to get it right, so she let that one go.
Fairbanks back at the service line, misses that one. So Atlanta has gone through the full rotation. Server on your screen, 10 for Atlanta is the back row setter. Jess Merzik, the Penn State champ at the line. Short serve. I almost thought that ball went into the net, Grubbs.
Yeah,
that's how close she cuts the ball.
So fast, she was able to cut that off. Again, she's doing it from both sides of the court. Rotation 1, that opposite's gonna hit from the outside.
8 points for Grubbs so far in the first set here. Kept alive somehow. Free ball for Houston. Out to Rochelle. Briseño taking the second pass. What a dig from Mackenzie Adams. Free ball. Can Houston put this one away? Yes. Big kill by Foley.
Great swing by the Italian Olympian, Rafa Foley. Sonia Tomasevic talked about her team being gritty. That's grit. You know, can you hang in these rallies and be patient enough and find your rhythm? They've got two of the best middles in the league.
Adams cuts the ball and avoids the block perfectly.
Mackenzie Adams, Love's best outside hitter in season 1. Again, she's one of the athletes without Kelsey Robinson-Cook, 3-time Olympic medalist. She's out, she's pregnant, so the team's very excited for her, but they are trying to find a way to level up on the court. And Mackenzie Adams having to step up.
Jimerson not able to close the block out with Adams, giving Thompson on your screen that wide open shot.
One of the things you'll see from Houston a lot tonight is in their game plan is they'll run the middle far from the opposite. We call it a gap or a 31, more towards the outside, which makes the defensive middle have to pick.
Jimerson into another local icon, Kevin Durant of the Houston Rockets.
That's right. These two know one thing, and that's how to win. And the second thing is how to score points. These two are setting the tone. Kevin Durant, one of the investors in League One volleyball as well. They're both Olympic champions. Of course, Kevin Durant, a 4-time medalist. JT has been to 2, helped her team win a gold and a silver medal. But they know how to win, they know how to score. JT is leading the league in points already. Kevin Durant is the 6th most points in NBA history. Pretty impressive by these two.
They got that length, that wingspan, except Kevin Durant's a Longhorn, from a Longhorn though. So maybe Austin might also want to be compared to him. What a serve. Yeah, there you go. Right at Briseño, and that's one of the biggest things liberos have to adjust to coming into the pros, is that big serve.
That's right. Briseño, again, we talked about, she's catching up to the speed, but internationally, the servers are much more aggressive. The ball is different. It floats in a more challenging way.
Grubbs picking on Briseño again. Someone was very much in the net. That's going to be Rochelle. Point for Atlanta.
Maddie Rochelle, one of the emotional leaders of Love Houston, an incredible human, a great follow on Instagram, has a lot of fun, and it's just an incredible athlete on the outside. Last year, she really stood apart by taking tough swings in these moments, and Houston's going to need her to do the same here.
Huge swing by Igidi. Perfect in-system play from Houston.
Speaking of amazing humans, Igidi, one of the most physical middles, just an amazing energy around her. It's infectious when you talk to her. Her teammates love her. They love setting her. They love working with her. She's an up-and-coming star in USA Volleyball, and I can't wait to see where her career goes.
Back row to Thompson, rolling over, but it's kept up. Adams. Igidi again. Pinoy. Don't want to hit right at her. Back row attack, Rochelle. Fairbanks beat out at the net. That's going to be Houston's ball.
We talked early that Houston's going to need a lot of production out of Rochelle and Merzik. And what they were really known for at their best, they're just dogs. They take tough swings in big moments. They're going to go for it, and if they miss, they're going to go for it again. We didn't see that kind of attitude and energy in the first 3 matches, but they're looking to build off their first win tonight.
What an up by Jordan Thompson. One of the best digs leading into one of the hardest kills. Look at the Houston bench. They are loving that too.
Fire it up, Houston. Houston, we have no problems. We're killing some balls on the outside. What an effort. And an incredible swing by Merzik. You can feel the energy from their bench.
Houston, we have no problems. Gotta love that. Grubbs into Igidi's block. Things going right for Houston right now.
What sets Igidi apart defensively is really her speed. So she's patient early. Her eyes are really intense looking at that setter. And if she starts relaxed, she just moves laterally so quickly.
Grubbs in. Even Sonia, the Houston head coach, pointed that ball in, clearly not about to take that challenge. Or is she? Looks like she's asking her bench, her staff, what they saw.
Truly, she's known for being competitive. Sonia Tomasevic, so committed to these athletes, and they feel her buy-in. they've loved competing for her and with her so far in this season.
Off the hands. Big kill for Houston.
Number 19 for Houston, Jess Merzick, NCAA champion a few years ago, Penn State. She carried her team, and it's a lot of weight as an outside hitter. You're passing, you're hitting, you're getting a lot of tough swings. And speaking of competitors, she is one of the top.
Tied up here in the first set, 15-15. Back row attack from Thompson. Getting the kill on Pia Pinoy of all people as well.
That's right, Thompson doing her thing early here. And again, what makes Houston tough is that they have great offensive weapons in every position. So you're gonna see if they're passing and digging well. There's a lot of stress on that Atlanta defensive team.
Up by Pia Pinoy. She is the libero for Thailand's national team. She's the team captain. So it's a big deal if you ever get a kill on her. Good save by Houston. That was Rochelle. Jordan Thompson coming in. Tessa Grubbs doing it all on the floor. Merzick beating out Tia at the front and Pia at the back.
Great discipline by Love Houston here. You got to be patient until you have the moment, and can we stay aggressive and stay smart? That's a deep swing to the corner. If you're a young outside hitter and you're watching, that is always a great option.
Merzick got the split. Pia diving right in that split. Great vision by her. Pia Pinoy, keep the ball away from her. Igidi, what a dig. Look at these ups from Houston, and the bench is bringing the energy, everything going right for them.
Amazing effort on both sides. Pia Pinoy, one of the best defenders in the world, doing her thing. And middle blocker, Amber Igidi, into serve. She says, you can do it, so can I.
We are with the setter. It's a one ball. Mac was blocked out. JT safe. The others, we are hitting cross court. The middle is touching the ball. Let's go over the setter. No, we are doing the most difficult thing. When the movement is difficult, easy ball, go to the setter, and let's play the game. Then we give points to them easy. It's not like this. Okay. We can do. Since we just be ready, only the step's not good. Good ball over the setter, then we can play. Because we try to more difficult than Tia tips. They're going to do transition, kill us.
I feel like we're passing so low, I don't have any options.
Just put high ball over there, see if you don't have an option.
But it's the outsides that are passing.
Okay, no problem, but no, they have to be ready over the setter. They have to, okay? Let's go,
So cool. Paulo Coco, one of the best trainers in the game, and he's saying, hey, let's not overcomplicate it. When you've got a middle blocker in front of you and the setter blocking you, let's not hit it at the middle. That's what they're best at. That's what they're known for. They're huge. Let's be smart and try to hit over that setter more down the line.
And I loved hearing Rachel Fairbanks, the setter, talk back with him and tell him, well, I see that the outsides are passing low. Great job, crew, getting us in that huddle. Deep ball. Houston iced out on that one. Fairbanks on your screen right now taking a breather.
He's texting with Kelsey Robinson-Cook, the outside for Love Atlanta last season. She said, you know, Rachel Fairbanks has everything you need to be one of the best setters in the world. And that's a high compliment coming from the best outside in the world, 3-time Olympic medalist for USA.
Well, you are a 2-time Olympic medalist as a setter, so what does it take to be one of the best setters in the world?
You know, it's all about locating and getting your hitters to fight for you and having this sense of the game, you know? And can you get it to the right person at the right time? And there's the X's and O's of that, and there's the intuition of that. And I think Rachel has the whole package.
JT coming in. Another kill for Jordan Thompson.
Jordan Thompson on fire right now, and Kaisa Alanko, the setter for Houston, in for Micah Hancock, doing a great job of running the middles away from that behind the set, behind the D behind her. And Jordan Thompson has so much space, and she's being real efficient tonight.
6 points for Thompson so far. That was Paskova off the block. Just Merzick trying to find those high hands, but taking the error.
It's a good swing by Merzick, 19 for Houston. Again, Sanja Tomasevic wants those guys to be aggressive, and you can see when they are, the team's feeding off of them. Atlanta had a double sub in. LMA Powell came in, and now Paulo said, hey, we're almost in the red zone, almost to 20. Let's put our lead setter, Rachel Fairbanks, number 10, back in the match.
Fairbanks, three-time All-American setter at Pitt, most decorated setter in Pitt history. Dan Fisher is missing that leadership. Outside to Grubbs on the right. Jordan Thompson blocked straight down. Big block from Magda in the middle.
Magda does a great job getting that right hand over, taking away that seam ball by Jordan Thompson. Atlanta's going to need to continue to serve tough so they can get more defensive stops if they want to win set 2-1.
Magda, four-time All-American at Washington State. Big up by Mackenzie Adams, staying on her feet. You can hear Paolo screaming during the play. Jess Merzick avoiding that block perfectly.
Huge swing by Merzick. What sets her apart is her range. Not only does she take tough swings, but look at that. She's been going high line early all set, and now she sees a little bit of a gap, and she's strong enough, technical enough to hit that. Amazing swing by 19, Jess Merzick.
Big up by Briseño. Thompson setting this one over. Grubbs. Rochelle goes off the arms of Magda, getting her team the kill.
Another great swing by Rochelle. What she does really well here, and both Jess Merzick and she are doing this right now, is they start so slow that those last two steps are so powerful that they have more range, they have more aggression towards the end of that swing.
Textbook play running the middle with Magda.
Maggie Yelarova, 6'3", middle blocker, again from Washington State, All-American. Just one of the steadiest players for Love Atlanta.
Magda was number 5 in blocks last year too.
That's right.
Big topspin. Now it's Paskova. Rochelle straight down Magda. Again, like we said, top 5 in blocks last year for Love. Trying to break her record again.
Solid timing there. She's a consistent athlete. She's so steady, physically, emotionally. She sees the game at a high level.
Jordan Thompson tipping that deep, getting Atlanta out of system. What a kill. Fully. How does she get that high?
Wow. Olympian from Italy, just a true seasoned vet, so solid. And their connection right now is incredible. We saw it against Austin, it's continued now. And this is what makes them tough. You got Jordan Thompson behind you, the leading scorer for Houston, and Amber Agidi, Rafa Foley in front, running that gap. The blockers have to choose.
Foley off now, 10-year vet of the Italian team. Tessie Grubbs, excuse me, Paskova. Paskova doing big things on the right as well.
Just heavyweight fight right now, swing after swing. I don't know who's getting more of a workout, the athletes or the coaches, but both teams, they're in rhythm. This is really high-level volleyball. Both sides are gonna need to continue taking tough swings with range, making smart decisions to win set 1.
Back to Thompson, off the hands of Tia Jimerson and Mackenzie Adams. Jimerson looking a little frustrated right now, and she was number 1 in blocks for Love last season.
She's a great blocker. I think one thing Houston's doing well right now is passing, and it's just really tough to stop. If a good offense is in rhythm, it's really tough to stop. We've got a double sub here for Love Houston. Patty Walk, Logan Letnicki in from Texas A&M, 2 rookies. They played together, they won a championship together, and here we go in Maddie Walk's pro debut for League One Volleyball.
Maddie Walk, first serve, let's go. Let's see how she does. Tia Jimerson.
Go there, go there.
Wow.
Logan Letnicki off the hands of Adams.
So cool. First play as a Love Pro. Going right to her teammate Logan Letnicki, one of the up-and-coming stars for USA Volleyball. Of course, led her team to a national championship at Texas A&M.
Grubbs straight down in the net by Rochelle. Did you see the stare down Rochelle gave her?
Both teams are fighting for this match tonight, looking for their second win. A lot of aggression, a lot of great volleyball on both sides of the net.
Houston taking the first set in Atlanta's court. Both teams looking for the second win of the season. Plenty more volleyball on USA Sports coming right up. Atlanta fans hoping things.
Them by Rachel Fairbanks with that first set.
Adams, the deep top spin serve. That's going to be a huge ace for 13.
Yeah, Mackenzie Adams kind of had a quiet first set. And they're going to need production from her again with Kelsey Robinson-Cook out. She was the best outside hitter last year for Love, but they're going to need a lot more production from her defensively at the service line and, of course, when she's in the front row.
Adams on your screen went to University of Texas, San Antonio. The Roadrunners was one of the only players in League One who did not go to a volleyball powerhouse, and like Courtney said, was the best outside in the league last year. Tia Jimerson finding that energy with the block.
Great serve by Mackenzie Adams to get her team in a position to get an easy point. Good discipline by Tia Jimerson on that. But Adams is a leader on this team. She's a true vet. She's played overseas 9 seasons now.
Outside, Jess Merzick in the block. She doesn't know where the ball is. Big block for Tessa Grubbs. So Atlanta taking the early lead again.
Great response by Atlanta, and this is them at their best. They're serving tough so that Houston has one option, and then they're great defensively. We talked about Jimerson being frustrated in set 1. Atlanta, for them to play at their best and to win tonight, they're gonna have to serve really tough because Houston's so good offensively.
Mackenzie Adams, you would think that she couldn't serve any tougher than that. Just a little too strong going out. Paulo Coco on your screen. Nice listening to him in the huddles during timeout.
The good thing about Paulo Coco, you kind of listen to him everywhere.
True.
You hear him. I asked some of the athletes earlier, I was like, do you guys go to sleep at night and hear his voice?
What did they say?
They laughed. They said, yeah, a little bit. He's he's just so committed to these athletes and development, and one of the greatest teachers of the game and a great human as well.
Yeah, Eva Hudson, the outside for Atlanta, is out. But talking to her today at Serve and Pass, she said that Paulo Coco really challenges them and that he yells, but he never yells at you. And she says that you actually absorb what he's saying. You love listening to him on your screen with Tia Jimerson. He is one of the best leaders when it comes to the volleyball world. Big swing off the block. Fairbanks keeping this woman alive. Out to Grubbs again. Grubbs putting this ball away. Love head coach Sonia Tomasevich said that even when the game's on the line or it's just out of system ball, Tessa Grubbs can always almost put it away.
Yeah, she's the kind of athlete that you just always know where she is on the court. Never lose sight of her. Much like a Steph Curry in that way. She's gonna get the ball, she's gonna do her thing. Can we just slow her down a little bit?
Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. We got all the NBA comparisons for you here and all the aces. Atlanta finding that energy at the service line. Tia Jimerson, let's see if she picks on Jess Merzick again. She's going for the rookie Briseño. Jordan Thompson.
And that's international volleyball right there. Tia Jimerson is going for that outside number 19, Jess Merzick. She gets an ace, she wants to serve her again, but it goes to the libero, Briseño. Liberos are traditionally the best passers on the court. Isn't able to keep her team on defense there. Great run by Rachel Fairbanks. She's gonna be using number 15, Magda, for Atlanta all night long, and playing for Paulo Coco, we talked about what a great trainer he is. He was a setter, and it's so cool to hear Rachel Fairbanks respond to him. It's a beautiful thing to play for a coach that was a setter when you're a setter. It also can be more challenging because they know every nuance, they demand something more. It's like a football quarterback playing for Jim Harbaugh. They just know the ins and outs. And it's been cool to see Rachel Fairbanks take up space, develop a great relationship with Paulo, and again, it's one of the reasons she has a chance to make a difference for USA Volleyball and be one of the best setters in the world.
Courtney Thompson, the two-time Olympic medalist, setter for Team USA, breaking it down for us on USA Sports. Back to Jordan Thompson. That ball is going to be called touch, Houston's point.
This is one of the things that the more you watch volleyball, the more you'll notice. There's times when hitters jump and they move forward and everything's in rhythm, and there's times when you can see them slightly have to move back, and that set was off the net, and she's so good, she's able to do a lot with it.
Tessa Grubbs, big dig by Briseño.
Jeez. It is so fun to watch high-level volleyball when the digs are amazing. Briseño said, I'm getting used to this speed now. Let me do my thing. Creates an opportunity, and Jess Merzick comes flying out of the back row and brings a lot of heat for Houston.
Outside of Peskova, going off the block.
Great swing by veteran Peskova, number 6 for Atlanta. This is what Paulo Coco said. He said, hey, you got Amber Gidi, one of the best middle blockers, and you've got Kaisa Alonco, a small setter. Please do not hit it at your middle. Please go high hands off the setter. Great execution by Peskova.
Peskova bringing the energy Atlanta was looking for that first set. Gidi, Magda not able to get two hands in front of her.
Alanko and Igidi have had a great connection starting Saturday versus Austin. Igidi has an incredible window, so as a setter, if you have a big window as a hitter, it's easier to set you. You don't have to be as perfect. She can adjust.
Adams looked like she was serving that ball, not much spin on it, shoving that out.
That set was a little bit outside the antenna, which is the toughest ball to hit in volleyball. You kind of have one option, and that's to go angle. So this is where if you leave her inside, she can attack that short setter.
Slide coming in. So slide, that means Magda, the middle, was running behind Rachel Fairbanks, the setter. Not able to execute that one, though.
Rachel Fairbanks has a choice now. Do I repeat Magda behind, or do I attack that short setter? Wouldn't be surprised to see her set Adams here on a high ball.
Here you go, just like Courtney called it. And gets the kill.
Big swing by 13 for Atlanta. Adams. Amber Igidi reads that there's only one place for them to set, so she makes a good move, and maybe Amber's reaching a little bit to kind of cover up for that short setter, and Adams goes even sharper inside that left hand.
4 points for Adams, and another dig. Back to Tessa Grubbs, going off the fingertips. That's gonna be a kill. Tessa Grubbs has 14 points now so far, leading the gym. Atlanta was looking for that energy boost in that first set. Mackenzie Adams and Tia Jimerson are usually that spark. So if they're ever struggling, the whole team can really feel it. Back row attack coming in, tipped over. Adams with the short set, having to tip that one over. Rochelle rolling that one over. One blocker. Great dig though, that was Magda. The middle blocker. Igidi. What a rally we have right now. Tia Jimerson coming in, rolling that one over. Briseño is able to get it from the ground. Adams. Ending the longest play of the night. Atlanta with the lead. Mackenzie Adams with the kill. 13 on your screen. Atlanta Hopeky. That was shocking to see. Eva Hudson has been one of the best, or was a part of the best duo last year in D1 outside volleyball. Logan Letnicki been a stud since her freshman year. I called an Arkansas game where she was a freshman and they had 28 kills.
Jeez, come on.
Are you kidding me? Eva Hudson on your screen. And I always say that she is her. She has that dog in her. Wait till she's back. She has some of the best celebrations. Paolo Coco, her head coach, said she's a little shy. And I said, no, she is not. You wait. Give this girl 1 month. She'll be running things. Jordan Thompson tipping this one over. Tia Jimerson and Mackenzie Adams looking visibly frustrated on the outside together. Not Jordan Thompson. She's loving this, though.
That's right. Houston trying to fight back here in set 2. Karen Paglatova in for Merzik for Houston. Number 2, Sonia Tomasevic, head coach for Houston, isn't afraid to mix it up. They've got a lot of great pieces offensively, defensively.
Great coverage by Pinoy. Matessa Grubbs going right into the net.
Incredible move by Foley, number 7 for Houston. Unfortunately for her, Pinoy was there and ready, but one of the things Paolo Coco talked about was, hey, when we make an error, can my team just keep responding at a high level? And this is where they're showing their youth a little bit.
Great dig by Rochelle, wide open net. Houston saying Tia Jimerson hit around the antenna, but they're still playing. Let's see if Sonia's gonna call that challenge, and she does.
Definitely gonna call that. One of the rules in the challenge system is they're gonna let it play out, just in case it's a mute point if Houston had won that, but they're challenging that that ball was hit at the antenna.
But the up ref was here.
Referee challenge on whether the ball contacted the antenna.
So the referee did not call the ball during the play, which means she missed it. Because if they were outside the antenna, she simply didn't see it. She would have ended the play. What did you see?
Yeah, Houston just challenged that the ball hit the antenna, and I think it did. So it looks like they won that challenge, and there we see it.
See a lot of movement from the antenna.
Nice call. See, I told you she was batting
Did.
1,000. Sonia Tomasevic.
Courtney's former teammate, Washington. Tia Jimerson trying to find that spark. There she is on your screen. Usually the go-to player for energy along with Mackenzie Adams. Struggling a little bit tonight, but that slide's gonna help her.
Yeah, Atlanta is gonna make a comeback here in set 2. They're gonna need to keep feeding Tia the ball, Magda as well, getting that middle of the court production going.
Tia Jimerson heating up.
And that's it. Feed the bows all day. Out of serve receive in transition. Tia does a great job of getting off the net and trans being available. And Rachel Fairbanks, again, so precise, able to find her in transition, which means off of a dig.
Ball pushed outside. Mackenzie Adams tipping a lot right now. This one in her favor. Adams' 6th kill of the match so far. Sonia talking to the ref.
Like she might have challenged if that hit the antenna. Find out here shortly.
Houston is challenging that there was a net fault in the middle of the rally.
Tomasevic trying to slow the momentum. Atlanta's heating up. Volleyball is such a game of momentum. You start digging more balls, you're creating more opportunities, and you're staying in rhythm in transition. So any swing, any attack off of a dig is something we call transition. And when you're killing balls in trans, you're rolling. For Houston to come back here in set 2, they're going to need to find a way to stop those kills in trans from Atlanta. So Sonia challenging that Atlanta hit the net. They in fact did not. There goes her perfect record. It was good while it lasted, son.
Is that what you called her in college?
Yeah.
We'll do some college stories later, Courtney. Free ball over for Houston. Pinoy, this ball's gonna stay in. Again, Palkatova. Mackenzie Adams, did she get the touch? And she did. See Mackenzie Adams, I think the energy's coming back.
Great, smart volleyball. It's exactly what we talked about. It's an inside set, and one thing Adam does so well, she gets her feet there, so she's able to have range. She goes over Alonko, the shorter setter. You always want to attack what's the weakness.
Because there's a hole there. Okay. She'll find the hole, okay?
Take a look at the scoreboard.
There's running more down a little bit now. Because we're doing a pretty good job now in service team, ball control. Let's get a couple more balls to our middles on the gap. Middles be ready in transition as well. We'll give you some balls. There's a hole between 2 and 3. You guys can roll one. Hey, one ball at a time. We get this back to our side. Let's go. We side out right now. Let's go. Ace out.
Tomasevic telling her team, hey, we're passing pretty well. We're digging. We're creating opportunities. Let's get the middles more involved in a gap. So again, that's the play that they've had success on early, where Foley and Ejidi are moving towards the outside hitter, farther away from that opposite position. There's a gap there, but it's kind of that space between the middle blocker and the right front blocker for Atlanta.
Fairbanks hitting the tape. But Houston's able to get the kill off of it, tipping over Tia Jimerson.
You know, sometimes you got to kill them with kindness. These guys have been battling, swinging hard all night. I almost forgot tips were possible here.
What a pancake that was from Molanco. Number 8 on your screen.
Atlanta is challenging that there was a floor touch in the middle of the rally.
So Paulo Coco right here is saying that pancake was not up.
Pancake, of course, you're just keeping your hand flat on the floor. You're trying to just get your fingertips under it. So
what do you think?
Oh, I think that got the floor.
Hey, if the refs didn't see it, she's not saying anything. That looked good at first.
We got a half stack.
Yeah, a half stack
of pancakes.
Half stack
is
in
not
Atlanta.
happy about it.
So Atlanta just 2 points away from the 20-point red zone mark. Every team wants to get there first each set. More of a mental game. Adams just free-balling this one over to Houston.
Wow.
You could hear Tia Jimerson yelling for Pinoy to get that ball high for Tessa Grubbs. Grubbs on your screen getting that kill down the line.
Such a good move by 17 for Atlanta. She gets her feet there as a right-handed opposite. These out-of-system balls that are high, that goes all the way over her shoulder. So it's her footwork that allows her to hit that more towards the line than not. Great swing by her.
Jordan Thompson right in the hands of Adams. And this ball's playing. Back to Grubbs. Rosenio. Oh, and the last second touch, Fairbanks not able to let that one fly. Jordan Thompson just hits it too fast.
And we said early, Houston's gonna need more kills from their stars, including Jordan Thompson. She did it in set 1, and that's how she's gonna get her team back, is continuing to take tough swings. Ace by Kaisa Olanco. Steady fill-in. She's done such a great job stepping in for gold medalist setter Micah Hancock out with an injury. Kaisa's a consistent player, has a great connection, runs a fast offense. Feeding the bows. Rachel Fairbanks, Tia Jimerson getting it done. Again, Atlanta at their best. Their offense is going through the middle of the court so that their pins have more space to swing, and they run with such speed. It's just tough to stop.
Grubbs tipping this one over, but Houston is gonna put that right in Jimerson's hand. And no one even goes for that ball when it crosses the plane. You can see Atlanta just looking tired or just giving up on that one.
Paglatova having a great preseason. Sonia Tomasevic said she had some of the top stats on the team. Doing a great job coming in for Jess Mrzik on the outside. Slovenian national team member. Played at a high level for a long time.
Rochelle getting past Jimerson and Tessa Grubbs on the right.
And this is how you come back. Houston's got a tough serve, getting Atlanta in trouble and then taking advantage in transition.
Grubbs. Rosenio's gonna take that one and give it to Jordan Thompson. And Thompson's gonna completely beat out that block again from Atlanta.
Seeing some fire from Thompson here, gets her feet inside, a little stare down at the end here, big time swing. They're gonna need more of that to win set 2.
14 points so far for Thompson.
Receiving now hitting. Okay, let's go. Press both side out. Attention to the moves of the serve. The most of them this position is it coming here. Okay, so let's try to keep the ball with Tia. Can be a little bit push, can be close. Then we up the distance, okay? Let's go, Mia. Let's go, Tessa. Good pass inside out. Let's go.
Again, Paulo Coco telling his team, hey, we're playing our volleyball. We're going to play fast offensively, be disciplined on defense. Nothing special. He wanted more consistency out of his team. And less experienced teams, these are the moments that you try to do too much. You make a few more errors than you normally would. And this is when great players emerge, when there's a lot of challenge in the environment.
Atlanta still has the 3-point lead here in the second set. They've reached the red zone, the 20-point mark first. Grubbs kept alive by Adams, but not able to beat out Foley.
Big time read by Houston on that ball. Foley's fired up about it. Be interesting to see where Rachel Fairbanks goes now. Their strongest attackers both just got a set. No one killed it. I would go Tia towards the gap and set Grubbs on this ball. We're lucky for them, they don't have to.
Tia Jimerson up to serve. Watch out for Houston to hit at her. This is her one rotation where she is in the back row. Jimerson. Thompson going for Jimerson, but Grubb steps in and says, "It's not crossing me."
I think that ball ended up out of bounds. Houston coming away with it. Julia Brown in, number 14 for Houston, and Jordan Thompson carrying the load, and this is what the great athletes do down the stretch. Wouldn't be surprised to see Rachel Fairbanks go to Grubbs here.
Thought that was a block, but it was just Thompson's 15th kill so far of the match. Houston just all sorts of out of system right now. Atlanta trying to take advantage of it.
I talked to Kelsey Robinson-Cook before the match, and I said, hey, what do you love about Tessa Grubbs? And she said she's all gas, no brakes. She knows one speed no matter where they are in the match, and you can see it right there. She's being creative and uber aggressive even down the stretch here.
Kelsey Robinson-Cook not in right now. She's expecting, but supporting from afar. Out to Rochelle. She tries to go past the hands, and instead the ball rolls down in front of the hands of Magda Yeheshelova.
Big time swing down the stretch. Maddie Walk back in. Logan Letnicki, the double sub for Love Houston, back in. What makes a double sub great? They bring an energy, and usually it's a great server in the back row, a great blocker in the front. So Letnicki in to block. Tried to jinx them on that one.
Maddie Walk on your screen, missing the serve. Found out yesterday she was joining Love Houston, so it takes a minute to settle in, you have to imagine.
What a whirlwind. Came into the facility during film for Houston. She's on a plane the next day, competing here today.
Her coach Sonia said they were fitting her shoes, and she said, just use your old A&M ones. We got to get you on the court now.
Wow.
IGD. She's all gas too.
That's some grit right there. Maddie Walk coming in after a mistake, saying, hey, I'm going to be aggressive, set a middle blocker nice and high. And Brigitte goes up, 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 and gets that thing.
Maddie Walk, known for that fast tempo offense she likes to run with the middle. Grubbs getting stuffed straight down.
Big time read, and Atlanta trying to find a solution. Again, this is where they struggled before. Can they make good plays? Can they play their style of volleyball when it matters most? Ivani Montano and LMA Powell in as double subs. Paulo trying to find a solution here to close out set 2. Wow.
And he does.
Montano, incredible swing off the bench. Her first swing for the night, 6-2 opposite. Making a difference for her team, and that's exactly what Atlanta needs. Magda Yelarova, number 15 for Atlanta, back to serve.
Set point here in set 2. Atlanta has it. Mackenzie Adams keeping this ball alive, and what a dig by Magda, the middle blocker. Not able to keep that one up. Big kill by Palgutova.
Wow. Just heavyweight fight right now. Palgutova holding some weight for her team. Houston's gonna need an aggressive serve from Amber Ejide from the service line if they want to get a stop.
Set point number 2 for Atlanta.
Wouldn't be surprised to see LMA set Tia Jimerson right now.
She does. And that ball's out. Remember, Atlanta was up 4 points at the 20-point mark, and Houston has fought back to where they are now tied 24-24 in the second set. That's a huge lead blown by Atlanta. This is going to be a challenge, though, at this point.
Coco challenging, I think, a block touch.
Atlanta is challenging. There was a net touch at the end of the rally.
Net touch. He might be using this for a timeout as well.
Absolutely.
It's a great choice by Fairbanks. You got to go to your best hitter there. The execution was a little tough. It was a low pass. I don't see a net touch. I do see the net moving, which is confusing. Unsuccessful, so we're tied. On a good pass, I wouldn't be surprised to see her go back to Jimerson.
There's the good pass. But getting the kill, Montano on the right side.
Huge swing for the double sub opposite. It is a skill in itself to come off the bench and execute right away. Incredible job by LMA Powell and Montano. Rachel Fairbanks, one of the best servers back in. This has been a good rotation for Atlanta, so they're gonna need a really tough, aggressive serve if they want to stop Houston right now.
Set point number 3 for Atlanta. Rachel Fairbanks at the service line where she started out the match. Pinoy keeping this ball alive. Huge kill though. Logan Lednicki, that's what she did at A&M, it's what she does in the pros.
Incredible swing by Lednicki. She's a lefty. She's got a little sharper angle than a right-handed opposite. You'll see how she cuts this so sharp inside. That is a big-time swing. And down the stretch, you know, a double sub is good because you haven't responded to these arm swings. You haven't seen them, so the angle's a little different. Kaisa Alanko back in. Jordan Thompson back in for Houston. This is a good rotation for Houston. Atlanta is in rotation 1, which is a tough one. You'll see Tessa Grubbs running across the court.
Jimerson, Briseño was right there, but her teammate came in and jabbed at the last second. Now with Palgutova.
Great swing by Jimerson. That set was a little bit low by Fairbanks, and she does what a great middle does. She stays with it, hits the angle that's available, puts pressure.
Atlanta is out of subs, and they're at set point. Their 4th time in this position here in the second set. They need one more to end it. Thompson is still not going to let Atlanta take the second set. Tied up again. You have to win each set by 2. You have to win 3 sets to win the whole thing.
This is a wild bump set. That is just on point. That is a crazy difficult play from Alanko down the stretch.
Palgutova. Adams, perfect pass. Tessa Grubbs demanding that set point back.
Grubbs is grubbing, doing what she does. Tia Jimerson back to serve. We talked about getting them out of system, a tough serve for Houston, but didn't work last time.
Tessa Grubbs, 17 points for her so far. And Atlanta's gonna come through and take the second set off the ace of Tia Jimerson. She was looking for that energy the first set, and she found it at the perfect time here in the second set.
Atlanta finding their emotion, making plays down the stretch. This is what they need to do tonight and the rest of the season to really come into their own, develop leaders on the court, and that's exactly how you do it.
Tia Jimerson coming through for her team. Atlanta taking that second set. They led by 4 at the red zone mark. Then Houston came back, but Atlanta learned their lesson and finally took the set. We are tied up here. And again, both of these teams are looking for their second win of the season so far. Mackenzie Adams on your screen. One of the energy plugs for this team. She has 7 points so far on the night.
And it's not only getting these wins early, it's really like finding who you are, playing good quality volleyball. Both sides, I think, probably happy with how they ended that set for the most part. Atlanta squeaking it out there at the end.
And now we welcome in Jordan Thompson.
Jordan, you're so fun to watch. You're taking some big time swings right now. And so is Atlanta. What do you guys need to do to pull this one out tonight?
I think, honestly, we just didn't start as strong in the second set, and that kind of bit us in the butt. We were trying to play catch up the entire match, and then just couldn't close it out in the end. So I think starting stronger is the key to success for us.
Amazing. Thanks for joining. Good luck the rest of the night.
Thank you.
15 kills by Jordan Thompson. We're heading to the third set. We're going to at least 4 tonight. Houston versus Atlanta, USA Sports Game of the Week.
Great job. You're making big swings down the stretch. What do you guys need to do to pull out this match tonight?
The biggest thing is being consistent. If we have a lead, we keep that lead. It's taking a different level of locking in, and I think in those tight moments, we've shown that we can do it, and now we just have to continue that throughout the entire game.
Amazing. Great job. Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Tessa Grubbs in her 17 points performance is going to put her at her Skims moment of confidence.
She's doing what she does best. She's hitting with range. She's a stud defensively right now, getting it done from the service line and just leading her team in these moments. And again, it's one thing to be one of the best along with the Kelsey Robinson Cook and some other of the best players in the world, but to really be the one that your team relies on, it's a whole different mindset, and she's learning how to step into that. Coach Paula Coco talked about it, and it's these moments that you define yourself as a competitor, and she's doing a great job.
And these Tessa Grubb moments are of confidence, presented by Skims. Let's see what 17 in pink has in store for the third set here. And now the teams have switched sides. Different energy. Maddie Rochelle on your screen. That's someone who's not lacked energy so far here tonight. The Houston bench has come through as well. Mackenzie Adams on your screen is usually a huge energizer plug for Atlanta. Her, along with her middle Tia Jimerson and right side Tessa Grubb. So when either of these 3 players are off, it's something the whole team feels. Top spin coming in from Adams. Not able to cross that net. But able to smile it off, shake it off.
Moving on. Magotova in for Houston, number 2. Getting the start. Made a big difference for those guys.
Hanoi taking over that one. Jimerson, that's going to be a little too wide.
Jimerson, they're one of the go-to middles for Atlanta, and when you're struggling a little bit, you've hit a few out. As a setter, you want to find good opportunities to go back to them, so you find a rhythm, and then once you find that, you can start pushing it a little bit, setting them in harder spots. That's a tough air by Paskova. Rachel Fairbanks got her a one-on-one. She had a ton of space to hit, and unfortunately hit that out of bounds. No way Atlanta's gonna make a run here in set 3 if they're making those kind of errors.
So recycled, that's gonna be over by Grubbs. Jordan Thompson stepping in. Maddie Rochelle with the top over. Blocked straight down. Foley not letting that ball cross her arms.
An Olympian from Italy, seasoned vet. She knows what she's doing out here. Amazing job getting not only high, but over the net. The most important part of blocking is how far you get over. It's blocking 101 right there.
Grubbs. What a block that was from Rochelle, but then looks like she just freezes when the ball comes back over.
Kind of an awkward play. That's a free ball over the net. I don't know if there's confusion of who was going to take it. Tomasevic, the competitor tree, is definitely not happy about that one.
That's what we call a freak accident, and I bet we will not see that again. At least not from Rochelle. Jordan Thompson getting the tool, but it looks like it might have hit Tessa Grubbs as Thompson is asking, are you okay?
Occupational hazard off the forehead, I think. Man, it sucks to get hit in the face. There's just no way around it. It's awkward, it hurts, you get angry. The other team's asking if you're okay, which also makes it worse. It's a nice gesture, but you don't want that. She's tough. All right, they made amends, they're cool.
Gives Thompson a thumbs up, she's good. Foley at the service line, had a big dig last set, so she's pretty comfortable at the back row. But Igidi steps in, so Foley doesn't have to at the back.
Igidi's feeling it. Great read by her. You got a one-on-one in the middle, and she chooses, I'm gonna drop left. Atlanta's been hitting that direction most of the night. Great read, great patience by Igidi. She liked that one.
Foley going to Adams. Back to Grubbs. After getting hit in the face, she comes back with the kill down the line.
And
Are we surprised?
This is grubbing. She doesn't know any difference, and it's easy. You're down 6-1 to start. Of course, they just scored the second point, but it's easy as a team to kind of want to do too much or try to be perfect, and Grubbs just keeps swinging, and that's why her team follows her.
Back row coming in, and that one's gonna go through. Big attack by Palgutova.
Great run by her. Briseño talked earlier, hey, one of the biggest difference in international volleyball, it is just relentless how many attackers are coming at you nonstop. The more attackers coming at you, the harder it is to defend.
Collision at the Houston side, that was Briseño and Palgutova. And then that ball lands right in the middle.
Rachel Fairbanks, number 10 for Atlanta. Again, an up-and-coming setter. One of the things Kelsey Robinson-Cook also said was that she's just so smart, she's analytical. So her team right now, Paskova struggling on the outside, and Rachel Fairbanks is gonna be a little bit more offensive, try to get some kills herself to help open up her teammates.
Topspin serve coming in. Thompson tipping this one over. Fairbanks with the dig. Adams somehow able to keep that one in play. What a dig by Pinoy. 3 balls this one over to Houston. Igidi lands in.
Again, Igidi does such a great job in transition to create a big window for herself. You see that powerful arm swing? She's got that left arm up, allows her to hit with a lot of range.
Rollover. Back row from Thompson coming in. What a dig that was, but it was overpassed. Palgutova slamming that one back down.
Great discipline by Houston. Houston feels like a runaway train right now. Atlanta's struggling to find some kills. Houston feeling that, being even more aggressive. They're starting to play looser.
Fairbanks calling her number again, second time in this set.
The more offensive she can be, it gives the blockers more things to think about. Hopefully for her, will create space for her outside hitters who are struggling to get kills right now.
Slide from Igidi. She's gonna hit into Adams' hands, who hits out, getting Igidi the kill.
She's heating up. A little bit of gymnastics right there. Sonia Tomasevic said it's so fun working with these middles. They're just so solid, so good. It's one of the things she's not worried about. Just can we get all the pieces around them kind of in place and in rhythm?
Yeah, talking to Sonia after serve and pass. Oh, she's gonna call a challenge on this one.
It looked like Palgutova was trying to just, it was a
Houston
weird
is
play.
challenging that there was a block touch.
Tried to go off the hands.
Let's see.
Looking for a block touch here. Does it hit Tia Jimerson, number 14? Tough to tell. Looks like maybe wishful thinking.
I don't know, all I see is some fresh chips. That's all I see.
No touch. We really jinxed Sonya's challenges tonight.
Well, she's gonna blame you, her former teammate, not me. Outside hit by Palgutova. Mackenzie Adams trying to beat out Foley, but Foley's wingspan takes that ball down.
Amazing read, amazing move by Foley. That's a veteran move. It's like a half moon. The oblique strength that takes and the vision that takes. Getting her left hand over and taking that sharp cross. Atlanta really missing Kelsey Robinson-Cook on the outside right now, that veteran attacker to not only take tough swings, but also great consistency in the passing line.
You're watching League One Volleyball Game of the Week on USA Sports. Good look at Houston middle blocker Amber Igidi, that X factor for them so far in the third set.
She really is. 5 kills. She's playing well defensively with 6 digs and taking up space. She's got 1 block, but also a lot of block touches and just an emotional leader on this team. Getting them fired up. Houston finding their rhythm. Led by Kaisa Olanko, number 2, the setter. Number 8, excuse me, for Houston.
And you read that right. IGD has 6 digs as a middle blocker. Something you don't see often. Middle blockers are not on the court to dig. They're there to block and get kills, besides Amber.
That's right.
Mackenzie Adams on your screen, who was the best outside last season.
Atlanta down 5. They're going to need to really put the service pressure on. Houston's in rhythm right now. They need to find a way to disrupt that and get some defensive stops. It starts with a tough serve.
Rochelle owning that serve right there. Foley, too strong. That's out. Paolo Coco looking at the up ref. From this view, I did think it was out, and it's going to be Atlanta's ball. Adams stays at the service line.
That's it. Ace by Mackenzie Adams. Picking on Briseño, the rookie libero. That's a topspin serve with a little funky tail on it, moving away from the passer. A tough ball.
Adams was the first All-American in UTSA history after earning honorable mention, the All-America honor in the Southland Conference. She is a fan favorite, not just in Atlanta, but in League One Volleyball in general.
Julia Sangiacomo in for the outside for Atlanta. Paula Coco trying to find some kills. For sure, she's going to see a lot of serves.
Grubbs. But Rochelle bringing all the energy and building a wall against Tessa Grubbs.
Huge move by Rochelle on the left side. And this is it. They're not getting a lot of production from the outside. It allows the defense to really gang up on Tessa Grubbs. Focus on that.
Gang up was the best way to put that. But Grubbs answers back with a kill with that jam. Rachel Fairbanks seeing her right side of her screen, Tessa Grubbs get blocked, then gives the ball to her again for redemption.
Love the repeat as a setter.
Tia Jimerson, watch out for Houston to hit at her this rotation. Jordan Thompson doesn't need to. She can score all over the court.
I'm impressed with Kaisa Olanko. Again, she's in for injured setter Micah Hancock, gold medalist for USA Volleyball, one of the best in the world. And Kaisa is running this offense, getting all of her hitters involved, keeping the speed. Playing well tonight.
18 points for Thompson, 23 for Houston. That's number 23. Outside hit right into the hands. Grubbs, what a turn of the shoulders, but was it a little too strong? And it was. You gotta appreciate that attack though.
That was nasty. That was a close one. It just, oh my gosh.
It was so crazy to watch. You almost don't even care it was out. It was that good of a hit.
I asked Kelsey Robinson-Cook this morning, I said, hey, do you get used to her arm swing like you see a pitcher enough times? She said, not really. You just got to take one thing and hope your defense takes the other.
Commit to your read. Rochelle going for those high hands, not able to get them. And her head coach Sonia today told us, Courtney, that Rochelle says, yeah, I'll go for the high hands. I'm not trying to be out here balancing balls, which means hitting the ball straight down. She'll play smart. She'll try and get that fingertip touch at the block.
Yeah, she's a veteran. She's later in her career, so she knows how to pick on the edges. An incredibly explosive athlete as well, but her value is kind of this all-around game, this leadership. I'm going to do hard things, passing, digging, taking smart swings in tough moments.
Powell. High ball to Rochelle. Is going to roll this one and recycle it into the block. Pinoy. Great hit down the line. Montano being that X factor on the right side for Atlanta.
That's big time. Element Powell finding Montano. They had success in the last set, and Atlanta's looking for kills. They're not getting enough production from their outside hitters, so that's a big time swing for Montano.
Free ball for Atlanta. Can they put this one away? And they can. Huge kill on the outside, going off the hands with Sangiacomo.
Sangiacomo in again to find some production. Paulo Coco needs more kills down the stretch. Atlanta needs to continue taking tough swings, getting production from both the opposite and the outsides.
And that ball's going to be called over by Houston, giving Atlanta the automatic point. Houston trying to reset in the huddle.
Houston right now making a few errors, a few overpasses. They need to get back to good, find their rhythm again.
Houston responds immediately with the kill.
Another great set by Kaisa Lanko, doing her job, keeping her team up by 3. Coach Sonia Tomasevic putting in the double sub, which means when the setter goes to the front row, they're going to put the opposite in, Logan Lednicki in for her. And the opposite that's rotating to the back row, Jordan Thompson in this scenario, the setter is going to come in for her. So what you get from that is an opposite in the front row for 3 more rotations than normal.
Logan Lednicki, 18 for Houston, and Maddie Walk, 16, former teammates from Texas A&M just a month ago. Now on the pro stage together.
Must be so fun for them, having that connection. They've been in a lot of hard moments together. Volleyball is a lot easier when you're with people that you trust and that you know, that believe in you.
Shout out to Jamie and Kim Morrison. Jamie, the former head coach of theirs, who I'm sure you would think is watching, as well as some former Aggies. Maddie Walk on your screen. Mr. Lasser ready to come back with redemption. Off the hands. Huge kill again. Keep beating Montano.
Montano just showing up and getting kills. She was the best scorer in the 2023 Swiss Cup All-SEC team. She's stepping in, trying to earn a spot right here as a consistent double sub for Atlanta.
Now's the time for Atlanta. Earn that spot. Be that energy plug they need so desperately. You can see that energy's contagious.
Great serve, and this is what Atlanta needs to continue doing. Pressure from the service line, producing kills in transition.
Lednicki trying to get some help by Walk, not able to beat out that huge block though. Mackenzie Adams, there's that fire we're used to seeing.
That's right, Mackenzie Adams, welcome to the pros. A little bigger, stronger, you see her flexing a little bit. It's always fun to see the vets get a little more fired up with these big names coming in from college.
Let's go. Let's go. One red, go. One red, Let's go, either one. Here we go, let's go. Let's side out. Watch that serve, is a little bit of a hybrid. It doesn't come fast, so keep staying forward, all right? Let's go.
Now's the time to give it a little bit of gas.
Courtney, can you explain?
If we don't side out, you guys are going back on the court.
Can you explain that play Sonia just called for her setter?
Yeah, Sonia Tomasevic telling her setter, Maddie Walk, hey, let's run Amber Ajiti on a 1, which is right close to the setter. You've got Logan Letnicki running across the court. You've got her on a red, that's at the pin, the opposite, and then you've got Maddie Rochelle on the left side. And you can set any of them.
Sanjia Kama missing her serve after that timeout, which always hurts to miss your serve, but even worse after a timeout. Rochelle at the service line, barely going over the net, just dropping, and then Ajiti pointing back at Rochelle for that serve.
Great teammateship right there, Maddie Rochelle. That's the leadership that she brings. Again, she makes great plays down the stretch from everywhere. Ajiti giving her some props.
Out to Adams. Briseño gets this one up though. Pinoy, libero to libero. Adams tipping this one over. Ajiti going for her 7th dig, not able to dig up Adams though.
Incredible read by Briseño. She's catching up to the speed of the game. That is a big-time read off the left hand of the middle blocker. Didn't work out that time for Houston, but for them to close out set 3, they need her to not only pass, but make those kind of reads.
Letnicki dug up. Montano tipped over. Traffic at the net. And Ajiti going for the corner, just too strong though. That's going to be Atlanta's point. Atlanta has made a huge comeback here in this 3rd set, down just 1.
Briseño again making some good plays. She's in for expecting libero Justine Wong-Arante. So excited for her. One of the best liberos in the world. Briseño is a rookie coming out. You can see how fired up Sonia Tomasevic is getting. When she's making plays, she is getting better every single match. Will be fun to see where she is at the end of the season.
Yeah, what a libero to fill in for her. Briseño having the opportunity of a lifetime. Ajiti at the service line. This middle blocker already has 6 digs, so she's showing up in every rotation she plays. Foley tries to block that one, but not able to keep that touch in the court.
Montano, a real vet. She's taken some big-time swings already, and that time she shows off her range. Paulo Coco keeping LMA Powell and Ivani Montano in for the double sub because the rhythm is back. They're helping Atlanta stay aggressive and get more kills.
5 points for Montano. Is this ball going to be called in? That
just out.
Looked very out from first glance. Let's see. Oh,
a lot of pink there.
That's very out.
Paulo Coco fired up. Gotta love the energy from both coaches tonight. They're willing their teams. He talked about, my team needs to make plays down the stretch. This is how we become our best. We've been good, but we haven't been able to execute.
They're both coaches fighting for every single point. Atlanta was in a huge deficit here in the 3rd set. It looked like if they were to lose in that fashion, it'd be over for them. But they have clawed their way back. A big part of that was that double sub you mentioned that has brought different energy in. Great look at the coaches right here. Both of them looking for their 2nd win of the season. Again, season 2 of League One Volleyball. These teams were top of the chart in regular season last year. Here they are facing off in the USA Sports Game of the Week. Mackenzie Adams talking to the up ref, the messenger for Paulo Coco.
Might have been a touch call on that one. Either way, Houston's getting the point. And for Atlanta right now, so much of this is how do we respond? And Coco talked about, hey, my team is getting stuck on airs in the red zone. So 20 and higher, we make an air, we can't get past it. This right now is what they need to do to win this match.
That red zone, that 20-point mark. Adams, the 3-option pass. Tia Jimerson going into the hands of Pagutova. What an up, though.
By Negretti, great dig by 16 for Atlanta.
Thompson. Adams flying in. There's a big net touch, it looks like. Was that the ball? And that's going to be Houston's point.
Incredible dig. Van Negretti, she's been the libero a few matches. She's in as a defensive specialist tonight.
Okay? Breathe to serve. Take the time. It's time they have to play. Don't take out the pressure for them. We are in the game. One side out, you are in the game. Don't let give points easy to them. They have to earn the points, okay? Let's do it, our. Go.
Paulo's such a passionate coach, telling his team, please do not give them free points. We've got to make them earn it down the stretch. Take your time from the service line, take a breath. The irony of him yelling that is kind of funny. And saying, hey, hit your shots. You don't have to do anything special.
Well, especially since his team fought back so hard. They were down so deep early in the third set, came back, like you said, around that red zone mark, just giving away free points to Houston through their errors. Pinoy, Grubbs, what you gonna do? But Foley steps in. There's no way that ball was crossing her.
Woohoo! That is a nasty block by number 7, Rafa Foley for Houston. Look at this, textbook 101. Getting over, taking that low seam hit. This is what great players do, make plays down the stretch.
Those 4 blocks for Foley. Tia Jimerson coming in. No one's about to touch that hit.
Jimerson and Fairbanks have been a little out of rhythm tonight. In this set, if they want to come back, I wouldn't be surprised to see her get some more balls, but for sure, if this continues set 4, they're gonna need her to hold some weight, get some kills down the stretch.
Adams with the top spin serve. Thompson going into the block of Sangiacomo, which was blocked right in the middle of the court.
Sangiacomo is 6'5". Paulo Coco might have put her in there not only to get kills, but also to match up with Jordan Thompson. 2 of the more physical athletes on the court tonight.
Game plan worked that rotation. So this ball goes into the net. That's going to put Houston at set point here in the third set. Each team has a set under the belt.
You just feel Atlanta just getting up to that threshold, but they can't quite break through to close out these tough sets.
Grubbs going off the hands. No one able to help that second touch, though, from Rochelle. So Grubbs keeping Atlanta alive in the third set. Houston is still at set point. Tia Jimerson at the service line. And here she is. Watch out for Houston and try and hit at her this rotation where she's at left back. Deep flow right to Briseño. Rochelle, can Jimerson get it? She does. Off the hands, good run through from Houston. Thompson, she does it. Thompson ends set 3 for Houston. Houston has 2 and Atlanta has 1.
So good, so much fun. Van Negretti, one of the best liberos from Italy. Teach your teammates about food. It's one of the coolest things about volleyball. Sports brings everyone together. folks from all over the world, different cultures, Bulgaria, Italy, USA. We won't talk about whose food is better necessarily, but love that comparison.
Probably Negretti's,
Yeah.
which hearing her say pasta in her accent is so satisfying. Absolutely love it. We'll have to get her to somehow say an interview one day. There she is
So
on your
good.
screen.
She's such a fun human, a great athlete as well, making plays for her team, but brings a lot of life to this Atlanta team, and a great follow on Instagram, like I mentioned. Always got some fun stuff up her sleeve.
Well, Atlanta just dropped the third set. Jordan Thompson ended that one with a kill. It's 2-1. So Houston needs one more set to take this match. Both teams are looking for their second win of the season. It's the game of the week on USA Sports. And that's Tessa Grubbs, Courtney's player to watch, starting off the set strong for her team.
That's right. She hit a bit of a lull there in set 3. Everyone from Atlanta wasn't quite producing as many kills, and that's what happens. When your outsides aren't getting kills, everyone starts to load up on these other positions. Look for Atlanta to find some more production from all of the pins.
Middle Foley coming in. Looked like she was going to hit it, then tips it at the last second.
You can see the confidence that she has in Alanka right now. Setter number 8, running this offense so well, but that set to the middles happens so fast that there's just not a lot of room for error on either way. So if there's any sort of hesitation, it's pretty awkward.
Grubbs again. Like you said, Courtney, just let Grubbs grub.
That's right. Rachel Fairbanks getting back to what they do, putting up well-located balls for Grubbs here in set 4.
Very deep float. Hard serve. Thompson rolling this one over to Adams. Dumped over Rachel Fairbanks. She's 3 for 3 when she calls her a number.
I love her competitive fire. She's analytical, she thinks through the game, but she's so even-keeled throughout the match, and she makes these adjustments that are big time, and she does it so calmly you'd never notice.
Fairbanks didn't take any dumps in the first set. There were some matches this year where she was already going for the ball. That's where the setter hits the ball herself over.
On that second
took a little longer
contact.
to heat up here tonight.
Yeah. It's usually a pretty surprising play for the defense. More commonly, they're going to set their hitters. Jasmine White, number 6 for Love Houston. Canadian in for Rafa Foley for a serving sub. Sonia Tomasevic relies a lot on stats, so Jasmine White, I wouldn't be surprised if she's having a lot of success in practice from the service line.
Deep float from White. Outside, big kill from Sanjia Como going right to White.
Sanjia Como doing a great job for Atlanta. A big presence at the net. Again, she's 6'6". She's a physical presence. At her best, she's going to be really tough to stop offensively. She's got some work to do to work on her range, but she's going to be a really fun player to watch.
Good save by Alanko. Out to Adams. Fast arm swing, looking like a softball player. Tipped over. Adams again, what's she going to do with this? Off the hands, gets the kill.
That's it. You'll notice Adams, when she's at her best, I've talked about it earlier, but she gets her feet to the ball. And when it's an inside set, when you get your feet all the way there, it allows you to jump straight up. So you take advantage of your entire vert versus kind of broad jumping. You don't get as high. She's able. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know it's good when you silence Courtney. Amber Igini bringing all the power.
Look at this swing. I got no notes.
No notes. Perfect. Chef's kiss, Amber. There you go. Hey, and great set. Gotta appreciate that set. Thompson. It's gonna be overpass for Mackenzie Adams. Pinoy, perfect dig. Adams one-on-one. And she's gonna beat out the block and the libero.
Big time play for Atlanta. They're looking for more kills in transition. And this dig from Peanut Pinoy, she makes it look so easy. One of the best liberos from Thailand. Not only does she have a huge following A lot of fans from Thailand tuning in. Welcome, everybody. Watching their superstar make a lot of great plays for Atlanta.
Pinoy trying to help her team reset right now and hold on to that lead. Houston down 2. There she is, Pinoy, one of the best liberos to ever do it. Out to Adams, quick set. Is that able to drop in the corner? She thinks it does. That's gonna be Houston's call. She says just a little bit higher. How important is it for outsides to communicate with the setter where they want that set? How to adjust to it?
Yeah, it's so important. These guys, almost every play, you're making adjustments, both the setter and the outside hitter.
Oh, Pinoy at the last second, punching that ball up. Pagutova hitting so quickly.
It's a lot like quarterback and a receiver. So you've got routes that are expected, and then life happens. The defense changes, hitters adjust, you audible. So there's all these little nuances that when you first watch volleyball, you might not notice, but there's a lot going on for these hitters and setters. And like you said, communication is such a big part of it.
Dumped over IGD. That ball did not look high enough for her, so that's going to go right in the block.
Jimerson fired up about that one. IGD having a ton of success offensively. What you see is the defense start to pay more attention. So Tia Jimerson is actually moving over there. We call that fronting. Before the set goes to her, she's saying, I'll be ready if it comes here. And she was that time.
Fairbanks. Outside. High set to Adams. And she gets it off the hands of Amber IGD.
Big time swing for Adam. Again, working so hard on that inside set. If you're going to take a sharp cross swing, that's the #1 thing the middle blocker is trying to take away. That is a great swing for 13 for Atlanta.
14 points for Mackenzie Adams. Thompson, triple block, tips right over it. Tessa Grubbs. She thinks there's a touch. IGD says there's not.
Yeah, there's going to be a challenge here. Grubbs definitely thought there was. Pagutova, she didn't sell me with her
Atlanta
acting.
is challenging. There was a block touch.
Did you think there was a touch?
I think there was. I'm not convinced by her acting skills, maybe, that she did not touch that ball. But let's see.
I don't think there was. Let's see. Oh, maybe there was.
And there was.
Just another reason why Courtney is the Olympian out of the two of us. So you did see that touch.
Sonia Tomasevic not happy about it. One thing about Sonia, she has fought for a lot of things in her life, and she will fight for this team. It's so fun to watch.
As that ball drops in, Briseño not able to take over this one from Rachel Fairbanks.
As a server, you're always trying to hit space, and that ball goes right between Briseño and Pagutova. Two that probably haven't passed a lot together.
You see Briseño jumping over as Fairbanks served that ball. You hear Paulo Coco yelling to his team what to look for during the play. Amber IGD stuffing on Tessa Grubbs. She's a little slow to get up. 17 for Atlanta, taking a second here.
Look at the start to this play. Briseño moves over, so the server's targeting Pagutova, and right before the serve, this is a little chess move. Pagutova kicks out, Briseño moves over and takes that, allows Houston to win that point.
Tessa Grubbs is a little slow to get up. You see her talking to Paulo Coco, her head coach.
Hard to see.
Towards the sideline, then came back. But it looks like she might be getting some attention from her trainer.
Looks like it might be a cramp. I was gonna say she had an ankle injury last year that kept her out for a while. Looks like this might be an electrolyte problem.
Tessa Grubbs really has not left the floor much, just like Mackenzie Adams. These players are getting a lot of playing time. Great kill from Pavlutova, going right through that split.
Amazing speed by Kaisa Olanko, number 8 for Houston. Just running this offense with so much efficiency, with so much confidence.
Middle to Jimerson. Middle to middle of the back row. Jimerson scoring on a GD.
Great run by Jimerson against Jasmine White, who's new. She hasn't seen this speed for a minute. Fairbanks doing a nice job of getting Tia in good situations, trying to get her rhythm back.
Thompson from Adams. Back row coming in is Thompson. It's going to be Houston's point. That was Jasmine White.
Olanko competing hard out there, getting it done from the service line, trying to get her team back in this thing. They're playing clean volleyball. Atlanta's starting to find more kills, so Houston's looking for a way to disrupt them offensively.
Grubbs going up Maddie Rochelle. No one's able to chase that ball down. Atlanta finding a spark here in the 4th set. And they're leading by 2 points now. Atlanta 10. You're watching League One Volleyball on USA Sports, and it is the game of the week, Houston versus Atlanta. And this was our Chase scouting report. Courtney, how is it coming along?
Houston for sure has leveled up, kept that momentum going. They're playing clean volleyball for the most part. And Atlanta, they've been successful when they're passing well, getting Grubb the ball, let her grub all night. When they're at their best, they're keeping their offense fast, spreading it around, but they've got to find a way to make plays down the stretch.
Feed the beast, let Grubbs grub. She has 24 points on the match so far. Outside. Big kill by Thompson. Scores on the right, the left. She can do it all.
That's an amazing angle by Jordan Thompson, one of the best opposites in the world. Getting it done in row 1 on the left side.
Back to Grubbs again. Rochelle off the hands, and no one is there to protect that touch from the block. Big kill from Maddie on the outside.
Quintessential kill from Maddie again. She helps her team in so many different ways on and off the court. She makes everyone around her better, but on the court, that's one of her strengths. Getting gritty swings off the hands.
Perfect kill on the outside. Giacomo having herself a huge game. Tessa Grubbs at the service line. Fairbanks, that puts her at the front, so she is able to hit the ball over the net when jumping. What a roof. An actual stuff down by Magda Yahashalova.
Magda, number 15 for Atlanta. This ball's a little bit outside, so there's only one place for Rochelle to swing, and that sharp cross. Magda knew it. Great blocker.
Back to Thompson, tips this one over. Pinoy with the set. Grubbs right into Maddie Rochelle's hand. Textbook block from number 9.
Great response by Rochelle. This is where Atlanta has struggled in the other sets and the other matches this season. 14 on, can they continue playing smart, aggressive volleyball? They haven't found kills down the stretch. They need them now.
tipped over. That ball's out. Houston trying to run away with this match in 4.
Jasmine White, number 6 for Houston, in for Rafa Foley, doing a great job for Houston at the net from the service line. And Love Atlanta using that double sub again. LMA Powell, Ivani Montano, they made a huge difference in set 3. Looking to separate themselves from Houston right now.
Recycled over for Atlanta. Houston running fast over here. Big dig. Pinoy, of course. Atlanta recycles again. Another chance on the outside. Montano demanding that there be looked at a touch.
Again, just so many great defensive plays by Pinoy. Not quite a pancake, but what a sprawl to get under that thing. Montano, a lot of chatter at the net.
Atlanta is challenging. There was a block touch.
Again, that was a little extra heat down there. Ivani Montano, who's an opposite, but because Atlanta's in row 1, she's matched up against Houston's opposite. Looking for some hands.
What do you see, Courtney?
I can't tell if that was the ball or her hand. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call that a touch. I think she got it.
Touch and hands.
Both coaches think they're right.
Jordan Thompson is communicating very clearly with her body right now.
Jordan saying that was your hand, not the ball.
Upref telling the Houston staff to remain seated.
Oh, that's a good view. She for sure got her hand. It's just a matter of the ball hit the hand first.
So both these teams are looking for their second win of the season. Every point is so important. Jordan Thompson looking at the Jumbotron where it's showing that hand touch, and she's saying that our hands were touching. And this was up against Montano on your screen. The ref also looking at the Jumbotron. You can hear the Atlanta bench talking to their head coach, Paolo Coco.
Sonia's letting Apollo, they're laughing now. The question is, did Jordan Thompson touch the ball on its way out? A lot of chirping, a lot of fire, we like it.
Yeah, you can actually hear Jordan across the net saying, Paolo, tell me how that makes sense. So a lot of these players and coaches all know each other. What a call. That's going to be Atlanta's point. The bench is loving it. Sonia is not happy right now.
We're seeing some fire right now from head coach Shani Tomasevic. This card's coming out. We've got a yellow card that is a warning. We haven't seen a red card here at League One Volleyball in Season 2 yet, but it looks like it's getting close. Again, Sani Tomasevic fighting for her team. And now responding, telling them, hey, let's get back to good. And for Atlanta right now, they win that point, but really this match, this set is about can they make plays down the stretch. They haven't been able to execute when they've needed it. Can they find a way to put pressure on Houston from the service line? Can they find kills down the stretch to close out set 4?
So Houston head coach Sonia Tomasevic officially did receive a yellow card after that call. She did not like that, got very animated with the up breath. And we play on Atlanta's ball. Rochelle Thompson trying to get redemption, but Pinoy is not going to allow that one. But the ball goes back to Montano. who the call was originally about, and now she gets another kill.
Woo! All smiles for Montano. Look no further. You need kills. 18's right there. Atlanta's heating up. Can they keep this momentum and take this into a set 5? Houston does not want to take this to a set 5.
Sonya's going to be forced to call a timeout right here. Let's listen in.
We gotta focus on our side right now, all right? One pass, we pass high enough. Let's go gap, go red. You can set, where's Kaisa? You can set gap or red. Either one is a good option. Everybody else, focus on passing. Watch that ball drop. Out of system, we're hitting high heads. We're not afraid to take shot. We're not afraid to swing right now. Let's go.
God, you can feel the intensity from the huddle. Houston's down 2, trying to close this match out in set 4. And Sonya's not only saying the right things, but just embodying, hey, we're tough. We're going to take difficult swings in these moments. This is what resilience and mental toughness is. Can you execute in challenging moments?
Jordan Thompson faced off with Montano 2 points ago for that challenge. Again, both these teams are looking for their second win of the season. Jordan Thompson, both those right sides just taking turns getting kills. Now it's hers.
Jordan Thompson turning to the bench, yelling a little extra on that ball. Stares at the ref. She's fired up. You light a fire under one of the best opposites, that's going to be trouble. Logan Letnicki grew up playing at Houston Skyline, one of the best clubs in the country. She's here playing for Houston Pro. Making plays down the stretch.
Can't overpass to Logan Letnicki. Put that ball back right down in your face. No different with the pros. Jordan Thompson. Watch out for her back row attacks. Going right for Mackenzie Adams. Another ball out to Montano. Letnicki off the net, not able to clear the plane.
That sets a little bit off the net. Logan Letnicki going for it. She was aggressive. That's what Sonya said. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Again, Maddie Walk in now for Jordan Thompson. So they're leaving these 2 double subs in. 2 rookies, 2 athletes that played for Houston Skyline, for Nathan and Amy Burke. The whole Love ecosystem represented tonight, which is pretty cool.
What a save from Houston. Amber Igidi was blocked, and somehow her teammates kept the ball alive. But Montano, the face-off we are seeing on the right sides from Atlanta and Houston is epic here in the 4th set.
That is a big-time swing from Montano. She's been making plays. That's what Atlanta needs to close out set 4.
Magda Yahashlovich. Rochelle tight at the net, too tight. And now Montano getting locks for Atlanta as well.
She's doing it all. Big time read, just makes a solid, aggressive move over the net, not trying to do too much. That's exactly what Paulo Koga said his team needs to do tonight and the rest of the season. Develop leaders, develop hitters that are gonna get kills down the stretch.
Too deep, that ball's out. Atlanta just 1 point away from the red zone. If Atlanta wins, this match is going to 5. If Houston wins this set, game over. Houston beats Atlanta in Georgia. Outside to Adams. Thompson goes right in Adams' hands, recovers her own ball. Tia Jimerson in the air, and that ball plays perfectly in her hands. Amber Igidi, does she get this ball in or get the touch? Houston's point.
Big time swing by number 3. Igidi's been so good for Houston. Let's listen in.
Tia free. Aí o gol tia, aí foi play, vamos agora Vilês. Okay, forget it. Let's go. That's the time to go. Hey, do not stay on the middle. Come one step. You are right here, but stay one step here. She's gonna see here. The Mac stay just for the line. Protect to the left. The piano help the other side. Okay? Let's go. Good pass inside out. They are the set is front row, right?
Paulo Coco reminding his team, hey, on defensively, where do we want to stand? And also that setter's front row, Kaisa Alonco, is a smaller target as a block. So you've got Tia Jimerson, you can run her at Kaisa, kind of in that gap, take advantage of that smaller block. You also have Mackenzie Adams hitting against.
Adams cuts that ball. Briseño shakes it completely on the other side.
He's got to be happy about that. A great kill, an aggressive swing, keeps it in. Rachel Fairbanks back in, Tessa Grubbs. Amazing job by LMA Powell and Ivani Montano, making a difference, keeping their team in it.
Atlanta at the red zone 20-point mark. They found their energy completely in the fourth set. Wow. Amber Igidi going for Adams' face, but Mackenzie Adams able to dodge that at the last second.
Houston, look at this angle by Igidi. Stays off the net. That you rarely see that in volleyball. That's an incredible swing. Rafa Foley coming back in for Jasmine White. If you're Houston, they need to get back to what they had success with early, serving tough, kills in transition.
Igidi going for Adams. Adams shanks this one, but gets the ball and scores. So has the bad pass, pops out for her approach and scores off the block.
She's heating up right now. This is one of the reasons she was the best outside hitter for League One volleyball last season. As an outside, you get all kinds of swings, even on bad passes. And at this late in the set, in the match, it's a big-time leadership swing.
16 points for Mackenzie Adams, now at the service line. Big play for Houston, putting themselves at that 20-point mark. Every point is detrimental in this set right now.
This is a great defensive rotation for Houston. Kaisa Alonco, a great server. You got three big blockers. It's going to be tough for Atlanta to find a kill here.
Adams back to Tessa Grubbs, tips this one over. Thompson, this ball's kept over. What can Atlanta do with the free ball? Grubbs. Jordan Thompson really, really tight. Free ball for Houston. Thompson one-on-one. Tia Jimerson not able to match out. Thompson getting the huge kill.
Thompson coming down with the flex. Look at this effort defensively. She is fighting so hard for her teammates. Ends with a big-time kill. She does this on and off the court, sets the tone for Love Houston, and they're following her right now.
Grubbs tips over into the hands. Briseño, brilliant dig. Pagutova. Straight down. Foley and Thompson. All the face cards right now.
They're stoked on that one. Sonia Tomasevic said, I want to see my team be resilient and gritty. And how do you do that? In the red zone, you make plays, you do hard things, you fight for your teammates. We're seeing a lot of that from Houston right now.
Jimerson tips this one over. Briseño keeps it alive. Thompson. Tia Jimerson, the finger wag, blocks Thompson in her face, then turns away like it was nothing. Back to service line.
Yeah, you love it. Tia Jimerson at her best, an amazing read. Not today. Finger wag. Can Atlanta continue to make plays? They got to be about it right now.
Okay, put that on Tia Jimerson's highlight reel. You don't get that play every day. Jordan Thompson, and look who she hits directly at. Right back to Tia Jimerson.
If I'm Kaisa Alonco right now and serve receive in transition, I'm going one place, and that is to number 23, Jordan Thompson. Something about 23 and Jordan's. It's a nice mix.
You could not ask for a more heated game between these two teams. Again, Houston and Atlanta were the top two teams in the regular season last year.
And right now, you've got your best hitter, Jordan Thompson, up against San Giacomo. You've got Rochelle against the smaller Rachel Fairbanks, but I'm setting Jordan Thompson all day here.
Courtney setting Jordan Thompson. It's going to be a free ball, though, for Atlanta. Back row. Grubbs. Was there a foot fault? Yes, this is called Houston's point now. So Houston is at match point.
Good idea, tough execution, and that's what we've seen, simple errors. If Atlanta can clean this up now and down the road, they've got a chance to beat a lot of teams this season. They've got to reduce these errors in the red zone.
Atlanta is challenging that there was no attack line fault.
So Tessa Grubbs was called, oh. So her foot cannot cross this line. It looks like it doesn't.
Wow.
That is a great challenge by Paolo Coco. And when the game is literally on the line, great decision by this head coach, keeping his team alive. Houston head coach Sonia Tomasevich said when the game was on the line, Atlanta is going to set Tessa Grubbs, who's at the service line. So we're gonna have a replay right here, putting the score back at 23-23. If Houston wins this set, it's over. Jordan Thompson coming in. San Giacomo. Rochelle. Stuffed straight down. Thompson building a full roof for Houston. That's going to put Houston at match point. Rachel Fairbanks, the setter for Atlanta, trying to stop this thing from ending. Houston needs one more point to take this thing home. Foley at the service line. Back row attack, Tessa Grubbs. And they're going to say that's a foot fault and going straight into the block. Big win for Houston, taking down Atlanta in Georgia in 4 sets.